What is the speed limit in a school zone in North Carolina when children are present? Option A, 15 miles per hour. Option B, 20 miles per hour. Option C, 25 miles per hour. Option D, 35 miles per hour. The correct answer is B, 20 miles per hour. In North Carolina, the speed limit in a school zone is 20 miles per hour when the school zone sign is in effect and children are present or the flashing lights are active. Fines are doubled in school zones. How far must you park from a fire hydrant in North Carolina? Option A, 5 feet. Option B, 10 feet. Option C, 15 feet. Option D, 20 feet. The correct answer is C, 15 feet. North Carolina law requires drivers to park at least 15 feet from a fire hydrant. Parking closer blocks emergency access for firefighters and is a citable offense. What is the legal BAC limit for drivers 21 and older in North Carolina? Option A, 0, 4%. Option B, 0, 6%. Option C, 0, 8%. Option D, 0, 10%. The correct answer is C, 0, 8%. In North Carolina, drivers 21 and older are considered impaired if their BAC is 0, 8% or higher. For commercial drivers, it is 0, 4%, and for drivers under 21, any detectable amount is a violation under the zero tolerance law. What is the BAC limit for drivers under 21 in North Carolina? Option A, 0, 0%. Option B, 0, 2%. Option C, 0, 4%. Option D, 0, 8%. The correct answer is A, 0, 0%. North Carolina has a zero tolerance law for drivers under 21. Any detectable amount of alcohol, 0% or higher, is a violation and results in a 30-day civil license revocation and possible criminal charges. How far in advance must you signal before turning on a North Carolina road? Option A, 50 feet. Option B, 100 feet. Option C, 200 feet. Option D, 300 feet. The correct answer is B, 100 feet. North Carolina law requires you to signal at least 100 feet before turning or changing lanes in a business or residential district. On a highway, signal sufficiently in advance so that other drivers can react safely. What does a flashing yellow traffic light mean in North Carolina? Option A, stop completely before proceeding. Option B, yield and proceed with caution. Option C, the light is about to turn red. Option D, speed up to clear the intersection. The correct answer is B, yield and proceed with caution. A flashing yellow light means slow down and proceed with caution. You are not required to stop unless it is unsafe to continue. Stay alert for cross traffic or pedestrians. When must you use headlights in North Carolina? Option A, only between midnight and 5 a.m. Option B, from sunset to sunrise and when visibility is less than 400 feet. Option C, only during rain or fog. Option D, whenever driving on a highway. The correct answer is B, from sunset to sunrise and when visibility is less than 400 feet. North Carolina law requires headlights from sunset to sunrise and anytime visibility is limited to 400 feet or less due to rain, fog, smoke, or other conditions. When wipers are in use due to weather, headlights are also required. What is the default speed limit in a residential district in North Carolina when no sign is posted? Option A, 20 miles per hour. Option B, 25 miles per hour. Option C, 35 miles per hour. Option D, 45 miles per hour. The correct answer is C, 35 miles per hour. The default speed limit in a residential district in North Carolina is 35 miles per hour unless a lower limit is posted. Always obey posted signs, as many residential areas post lower limits. What is the maximum speed limit on a North Carolina rural interstate highway unless otherwise posted? Option A, 60 miles per hour. Option B, 65 miles per hour. Option C, 70 miles per hour. Option D, 75 miles per hour. The correct answer is C, 70 miles per hour. The maximum speed limit on rural interstate highways in North Carolina is 70 miles per hour unless a lower limit is posted. Urban interstate speed limits are typically 60 to 65 miles per hour. When must you dim your high beams for an oncoming vehicle in North Carolina? Option A, within 1,000 feet. Option B, within 500 feet. Option C, within 200 feet. Option D, within 100 feet. The correct answer is B, within 500 feet. You must dim your high beams when within 500 feet of an oncoming vehicle and within 200 feet when following another vehicle. Failure to dim high beams is a moving violation and can temporarily blind other drivers. What must you do when a school bus stops with its red lights flashing in North Carolina? Option A, slow to 15 miles per hour and pass carefully. Option B, stop and remain stopped until the lights stop flashing and the bus moves. Option C, stop only if you are behind the bus. Option D, yield to pedestrians then proceed slowly. The correct answer is B, stop and remain stopped until the lights stop flashing and the bus moves. All traffic in both directions must stop when a school bus has its red lights flashing and the stop arm is extended, unless separated by a median. You must remain stopped until the red lights stop flashing. What is the penalty for a first offense DWI conviction in North Carolina? Option A, fine only, no license action. Option B, up to 24 hours in jail, fine up to $200, and up to 1 year license revocation. Option C, mandatory 30-day jail sentence. Option D, automatic permanent revocation. The correct answer is B, up to 24 hours in jail, fine up to $200, and up to 1 year license revocation. A Level 5, least severe, first offense DWI in North Carolina carries a fine up to $200 and up to 24 hours in jail. License revocation for 1 year applies to all DWI convictions. More serious levels carry much higher penalties. What does a solid yellow center line on your side mean in North Carolina? Option A, passing is allowed from both directions. Option B, passing is prohibited from your side. Option C, two-way traffic ends ahead. Option D, road is under construction. The correct answer is B, passing is prohibited from your side. A solid yellow center line on your side of the road means you must not cross it to pass. If both lines are solid, passing is prohibited in both directions. If the line on your side is broken, passing is permitted when safe. When may you make a right turn on red in North Carolina? Option A, never, red means stop. Option B, after a complete stop, yielding to all traffic and pedestrians, unless a sign prohibits it. Option C, only if no other traffic is present. Option D, only between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. The correct answer is B, after a complete stop, yielding to all traffic and pedestrians, unless a sign prohibits it. In North Carolina, you may turn right on red after coming to a complete stop and yielding to pedestrians and oncoming traffic, unless a posted sign prohibits it. What must you do when an emergency vehicle with lights and siren is approaching in North Carolina? Option A, speed up and clear the intersection. Option B, pull to the right edge of the road and stop. Option C, slow down and yield when convenient. Option D, continue at your current speed. The correct answer is B, pull to the right edge of the road and stop. When an emergency vehicle approaches with lights or siren, pull to the right side of the road and stop. If in an intersection, clear it first then pull right. Remain stopped until the emergency vehicle passes. What is North Carolina's move over law? Option A, Move right when an emergency vehicle approaches from behind. Option B. Move over one lane or slow down when passing stopped emergency, law enforcement, or utility vehicles on the roadside. Option C. Only applies on highways with 3 or more lanes. Option D. Applies only to police vehicles. The correct answer is B. Move over one lane or slow down when passing stopped emergency, law enforcement, or utility vehicles on the roadside. North Carolina's move over law requires moving over one lane away from stopped emergency, law enforcement, sanitation, and utility vehicles with flashing lights. If a lane change is not safely possible, slow to a safe speed. Violations carry fines and points. What is the minimum age to apply for a North Carolina limited learner permit? Option A. 14 years old. Option B. 15 years old. Option C. 16 years old. Option D. 17 years old. The correct answer is B. 15 years old. In North Carolina, a person must be at least 15 years old to apply for a limited learner permit, LLP. The permit requires a supervising licensed driver who is at least 21 years old, or a parent/guardian, in the front seat at all times. What does a green arrow traffic signal mean in North Carolina? Option A. Proceed with caution, unprotected turn. Option B. You have a protected turn, oncoming traffic is stopped. Option C. Yield to pedestrians, then proceed. Option D. Slow down, signal about to change. The correct answer is B. You have a protected turn, oncoming traffic is stopped. A green arrow gives you a protected turn. Oncoming traffic and pedestrians crossing your path are stopped by a red signal. You may proceed in the direction of the arrow with confidence, but still watch for pedestrians who may enter the roadway. In North Carolina, how far must you park from an intersection without a crosswalk? Option A. 10 feet. Option B. 20 feet. Option C. 25 feet. Option D. 30 feet. The correct answer is C. 25 feet. North Carolina law prohibits parking within 25 feet of an intersection without a crosswalk, and within 20 feet of a crosswalk at an intersection. These rules ensure visibility for drivers and pedestrians. What does a pennant-shaped sign indicate in North Carolina? Option A. School zone ahead. Option B. No passing zone begins here. Option C. Yield to oncoming traffic. Option D. End of speed restriction. The correct answer is B. No passing zone begins here. A pennant-shaped yellow sign marks the beginning of a no passing zone. It is placed on the left side of the road. You must not attempt to pass another vehicle starting from this sign. When must headlights be on whenever wipers are in use in North Carolina? Option A. Only if visibility is below 200 feet. Option B. Whenever wipers are in use due to weather conditions. Option C. Only during heavy rain. Option D. Only between dusk and dawn. The correct answer is B. Whenever wipers are in use due to weather conditions. North Carolina's wipers on, lights on law requires headlights to be on whenever windshield wipers are in use due to precipitation, smoke, fog, or other atmospheric conditions. Parking lights alone do not satisfy this requirement. What is the correct hand signal for slowing or stopping? Option A. Left arm extended straight out. Option B. Left arm extended upward. Option C. Left arm extended downward. Option D. Right arm extended out the window. The correct answer is C. Left arm extended downward. The hand signal for slowing or stopping is left arm extended out the window and bent downward at the elbow, with the palm facing back. This mimics the appearance of a brake light to following drivers. How far must you park from a stop sign in North Carolina? Option A. 10 feet. Option B. 20 feet. Option C. 30 feet. Option D. 50 feet. The correct answer is C. 30 feet. In North Carolina, you may not park within 30 feet of a stop sign. This ensures that approaching drivers have a clear view of the sign and sufficient distance to react. What does a flashing red traffic signal mean in North Carolina? Option A. Slow down and proceed with caution. Option B. Treat it as a yield sign. Option C. Come to a complete stop, then proceed when safe. Option D. Stop and wait for the light to turn green. The correct answer is C. Come to a complete stop, then proceed when safe. A flashing red light is treated the same as a stop sign. Come to a complete stop, yield to traffic and pedestrians, and proceed only when it is safe to do so. When is it legal to pass on the right in North Carolina? Option A. Never, always illegal. Option B. When the vehicle ahead is turning left and sufficient room exists. Option C. Only on a one-way street with multiple lanes. Option D. Both B and C. The correct answer is D. Both B and C. Passing on the right is permitted in North Carolina when the vehicle ahead is turning left and sufficient road width allows safe passing without leaving the pavement, or on a one-way street with 2 or more moving lanes. What color are warning signs in North Carolina? Option A. Red and white. Option B. Orange and black. Option C. Yellow and black. Option D. Green and white. The correct answer is C. Yellow and black. Warning signs in North Carolina are yellow with black text or symbols. They are typically diamond-shaped and alert drivers to road conditions, hazards, or changes ahead such as curves, hills, or crossings. What does a blue diamond-shaped sign indicate in North Carolina? Option A. Recreational area ahead. Option B. Motorist services such as gas, food, or lodging. Option C. Water hazard or flooding. Option D. Law enforcement checkpoint. The correct answer is B. Motorist services such as gas, food, or lodging. Blue signs in North Carolina indicate motorist services such as gas stations, food, lodging, or hospitals. These informational signs help drivers find services, especially on highways. What is the correct action when approaching a yield sign in North Carolina? Option A. Always come to a complete stop. Option B. Slow down and give the right of way. Stop only if necessary. Option C. Proceed at normal speed if no cars are visible. Option D. Honk and proceed. The correct answer is B. Slow down and give the right of way. Stop only if necessary. At a yield sign, slow down and give the right of way to vehicles and pedestrians in or approaching the intersection. A complete stop is not always required, only when traffic conditions demand it. How many points are added for speeding more than 10 miles per hour over the limit in North Carolina? Option A. 2 points. Option B. 3 points. Option C. 4 points. Option D. 5 points. The correct answer is C. 4 points. Speeding more than 10 miles per hour over the posted limit adds 4 points to your North Carolina driving record. Accumulating 12 or more points within 3 years results in license suspension. Insurance companies also use these points. What should you do if your vehicle begins to hydroplane in North Carolina? Option A. Brake hard and steer sharply. Option B. Accelerate to power through. Option C. Ease off the gas, hold the wheel steady, and avoid hard braking. Option D. Shift to neutral and coast. The correct answer is C. Ease off the gas, hold the wheel steady, and avoid hard braking. If your vehicle hydroplanes, ease off the accelerator gradually and steer straight. Avoid sudden braking or sharp turns which can cause a skid. Let the tires regain traction before braking gently. What is the required minimum liability insurance for bodily injury per person in North Carolina? Option A. $15,000. Option B. $25,000. Option C. $30,000. Option D. $50,000. The correct answer is C. $30,000. North Carolina requires a minimum of $30,000 bodily injury liability per person, $60,000 per accident, and $25,000 for property damage. These are requirements to register a vehicle in the state. What does a double solid yellow center line mean in North Carolina? Option A. Passing is allowed for both directions. Option B. Passing is allowed only from the right lane. Option C. Passing is prohibited in both directions. Option D. The road is temporarily one way. The correct answer is C. Passing is prohibited in both directions. A double solid yellow center line means passing is prohibited from both directions. Do not cross these lines to pass another vehicle. They are used where visibility or conditions make passing unsafe. How far from a railroad crossing must you stop in North Carolina when there are no gates? Option A. 5 feet. Option B. 10 feet. Option C. 15 feet. Option D. 50 feet. The correct answer is C. 15 feet. You must stop no closer than 15 feet from the nearest rail of a railroad crossing. Always look and listen before crossing. Never cross until it is clearly safe to do so. What does a triangular orange emblem on the back of a slow vehicle mean? Option A. The vehicle is a school bus. Option B. The vehicle travels at 25 miles per hour or less. Option C. The vehicle is making frequent stops. Option D. Construction equipment ahead. The correct answer is B. The vehicle travels at 25 miles per hour or less. The orange triangle with a red border is a slow-moving vehicle, SMV, emblem. It is required on farm equipment, horse-drawn vehicles, and other vehicles that typically travel 25 miles per hour or slower on public roads. What is a three-point turnabout, used for in North Carolina? Option A. Parking on a one-way street. Option B. Reversing direction when a U-turn is not possible. Option C. Merging onto a highway. Option D. Making a sharp left turn. The correct answer is B. Reversing direction when a U-turn is not possible. A three-point turn is used to reverse direction on a narrow road where a U-turn cannot be completed in one movement. It requires pulling forward, reversing, then driving forward. Use only when no safer alternative exists. What is the minimum following distance from a fire truck responding to an emergency in North Carolina? Option A. 100 feet. Option B. 200 feet. Option C. 300 feet. Option D. 500 feet. The correct answer is D. 500 feet. North Carolina law prohibits following any fire truck responding to a call within 500 feet. This ensures fire apparatus can operate safely and that access to emergency scenes remains clear. What does a no standing sign mean in North Carolina? Option A. You may stop briefly to load or unload passengers. Option B. You may not stop at all except for traffic conditions or signals. Option C. You may park for up to 5 minutes. Option D. No pedestrians allowed. The correct answer is B. You may not stop at all except for traffic conditions or signals. A no standing zone means you may not stop your vehicle there except as required by traffic or a traffic control device. You cannot stop to pick up or drop off passengers. It is more restrictive than a no parking zone. When parking downhill with a curb in North Carolina, which way should you turn your wheels? Option A. Away from the curb, left. Option B. Toward the curb, right. Option C. Straight. Option D. Toward the center of the road. The correct answer is B. Toward the curb, right. When parking downhill with a curb, turn your front wheels toward the curb, right. If the brakes fail, the vehicle will roll into the curb instead of into traffic. Always set the parking brake. What is the correct action when a traffic light is not working in North Carolina? Option A. The driver on the larger road has the right of way. Option B. Treat it as a four-way stop. All vehicles must stop and yield in turn. Option C. Proceed if no cars are coming. Option D. Only vehicles on the main road must stop. The correct answer is B. Treat it as a four-way stop. All vehicles must stop and yield in turn. When a traffic signal is not functioning, treat the intersection as a four-way stop. All drivers must stop and yield based on right-of-way rules. First to stop, first to go. Yield to the right if arriving simultaneously. What is the legal consequence of driving without insurance in North Carolina? Option A. Warning for first offense only. Option B. Fine, license plate revocation and registration suspension. Option C. Court appearance required only. Option D. 30-day license suspension. The correct answer is B. Fine, license plate revocation and registration suspension. Driving without required liability insurance in North Carolina results in a civil penalty, revocation of your license plate, and suspension of vehicle registration. Repeat offenses carry higher penalties. What does a white sign with a red circle and diagonal slash over a symbol mean? Option A. The action is required. Option B. The action is recommended. Option C. The action is prohibited. Option D. A warning for the action shown. The correct answer is C. The action is prohibited. A red circle with a diagonal slash over a symbol means the depicted action is prohibited. Examples include no U-turn, no left turn, and no trucks. These are regulatory signs you must obey by law. What is required to drive with a limited learner permit in North Carolina? Option A. Any licensed passenger in the vehicle. Option B. A licensed driver who is 21 or older, or parent/guardian, in the front seat at all times. Option C. A licensed driver in the back seat. Option D. No restriction after 30 days. The correct answer is B. A licensed driver who is 21 or older, or parent/guardian, in the front seat at all times. Holders of a North Carolina limited learner permit must be supervised at all times by a licensed driver who is 21 years or older, or a parent, grandparent, or guardian who is licensed, seated in the front passenger seat. What does implied consent mean for drivers in North Carolina? Option A. You consent to obey all traffic signals. Option B. By driving in NC, you automatically agree to a chemical test if suspected of DWI. Option C. You may refuse any vehicle search. Option D. You consent only to field sobriety tests. The correct answer is B. By driving in NC, you automatically agree to a chemical test if suspected of DWI. North Carolina's implied consent law means that by driving on public roads, you automatically consent to a chemical test, breath, blood, or urine, if an officer has reasonable grounds to suspect DWI. Refusal results in an automatic 1-year license revocation. How many points on your North Carolina driving record will trigger a license suspension? Option A. 8 points in 3 years. Option B. 12 points in 3 years. Option C. 15 points in 5 years. Option D. 10 points in 2 years. The correct answer is B. 12 points in 3 years. Accumulating 12 or more points in North Carolina within a 3-year period results in a license suspension. The suspension period increases for subsequent suspensions. Completing a driver improvement clinic can reduce points by 3. What does a green curb indicate in North Carolina? Option A. No parking at any time. Option B. Parking for disabled persons only. Option C. Short-term parking with a posted time limit. Option D. Loading zone for commercial vehicles only. The correct answer is C. Short-term parking with a posted time limit. A green curb indicates short-term parking with a time limit posted on a nearby sign. You may park and leave your vehicle, but only for the time indicated. When should you use hazard lights in North Carolina? Option A. Whenever driving slowly in any condition. Option B. When your vehicle is stopped or disabled and poses a hazard to traffic. Option C. During heavy rain to increase visibility. Option D. While driving through a school zone. The correct answer is B. When your vehicle is stopped or disabled and poses a hazard to traffic. Hazard lights should be used when your vehicle is stopped or disabled and may pose a danger to other traffic. Using hazard lights while driving in rain or heavy traffic is discouraged as it can confuse other drivers. What is the speed limit in a business district in North Carolina unless otherwise posted? Option A, 20 miles per hour. Option B, 25 miles per hour. Option C, 35 miles per hour. Option D, 45 miles per hour. The correct answer is C, 35 miles per hour. The default speed limit in a business district in North Carolina is 35 miles per hour unless a lower limit is posted. Always watch for posted signs, as many urban areas have lower limits to protect pedestrians. What does reckless driving require to be charged in North Carolina? Option A, exceeding the posted limit by any amount. Option B, driving with willful or wanton disregard for safety of persons or property. Option C, causing a minor accident. Option D, failing to signal for a turn. The correct answer is B, driving with willful or wanton disregard for safety of persons or property. Reckless driving in North Carolina means driving with willful or wanton disregard for the rights or safety of others, or in a manner that endangers any person or property. It is a Class 2 misdemeanor and adds 4 points to your record. What is the proper procedure when your vehicle's brakes fail in North Carolina? Option A, turn off the ignition immediately. Option B, pump the brakes, downshift, apply the parking brake gradually and steer to safety. Option C, steer sharply off the road at high speed. Option D, shift into reverse to slow down. The correct answer is B, pump the brakes, downshift, apply the parking brake gradually and steer to safety. If your brakes fail, pump them rapidly to build pressure, downshift to slow the engine, gradually apply the parking brake and steer to a safe area. Do not turn off the ignition while moving, as this locks the steering wheel and removes power steering. What does a no stopping sign mean in North Carolina? Option A, you may stop briefly for passengers. Option B, you may not stop for any reason except traffic conditions or a signal. Option C, no parking but loading is allowed. Option D, no vehicle may enter. The correct answer is B, you may not stop for any reason except traffic conditions or a signal. A no stopping sign is the most restrictive type. You may not stop your vehicle for any reason unless required by traffic, a signal, or a law enforcement officer. It is more restrictive than no standing or no parking. Outstanding! You completed all 50 North Carolina DMV Practice Test 2026 Volume 1 questions. Subscribe to the USA Driving Test for free practice tests for all 50 states. Good luck on your exam.